rules that are in effect. There's no save by the bell in any round, including that last and final round. 3 knockdown rule is not in effect. So it's going to be at the referee's discretion whether or not to stop a fight or allow it to continue. The fighter goes down 3 times in the same round. When you're fighting on the inside, be careful to avoid the headbutts. You do not want to see any punches to the back. When you guys are tied up in a clinch, you do not want to see any rabbit punches. We're treating those very seriously. Do not hit your opponent in the back of the head. If you score a knockdown of your opponent, you're going to go to that furthest neutral corner, remain there until you see the referee motioning for the fighting to resume.
My whole camera's moving all of this.
If you guys get tied up in a clinch, we want to see the fighters work out of the clinch on their own. If we see you're not able to work out of that clinch, once you hear the referee say break, stop punching, take a full step back, and make it a clean break. Protect yourself at all times. Make these clean fights. After you make weight tonight, make sure that you get enough food and liquids back in your body so that you come into the ring at full strength tomorrow. We want to see everybody perform at their best. Wish everybody the best of luck. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm not rolling yet.
All right, we'll bring up the first fight. Mr. Flores and Mr. Kielczweski. I know I screwed that up even though he told me 4 times.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the beautiful Turning Stone Casino Resort here in Verona, New York, as King's Boxing presents PBC Premier Boxing Champions live on ESPN. We have a great 9-bout action-packed card for you tomorrow night, and we're going to start off with the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. First, fighting out of the red corner with the outstanding professional record of 25 victories against 1 defeat, 7 wins coming by way of knockout from Quincy, Massachusetts, Flores Kielczweski.
Sick. That looks like Flores. I'm shooting the wrong guy.
While he's finishing getting examined by the physician, we're going to go to the next bout. 10 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. First in the red corner, with an outstanding professional record of 15 victories against 3 defeats, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout, the former bronze medalist in the Olympic Games, fighting out of Miami, Florida, Yordanis Ugas. And his opponent, out of the blue corner, undefeated as a professional, 20 victories, 9 wins coming by knockout from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamal James.
146 3/4.
Ugas, 146 3/4. He is accompanied by future Hall of Famer and former world champion Joel Casamayor. Next up, Jamal James.
Face off. My boot man wet.
Up here, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the co-main event of the evening, your Dennis Ugas versus Jamal James. Now we will bring up the main event of the evening, scheduled for 10 rounds in the super featherweight division. First, in the red corner, 25 victories against 1 defeat with 7 wins, coming by knockout from Quincy, Massachusetts. Here is Flores Kielczweski. Next up on the scale is, in the blue corner, undefeated, 20 victories, 9 knockouts, fighting out of Houston, Texas, Miguel Flores. Flores, 127.
Good.
Up here, guys.
Main event, 10 rounds in the super featherweight division, Miguel Flores versus Flores Kielczweski. Next bout of the evening is scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. First, in the red corner, a 40-fight veteran fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ira Terry. And his opponent in the blue corner, undefeated as a professional, 5 victories, no defeats, 3 wins, coming by knockout from New York City, New York, Jose Vargas. Ira Terry, 133 1/4. Next up on the scale, Jose Vargas. Vargas, 140 1/4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welterweights Ira Terry versus Jose Vargas. Next bout is 4 rounds in the cruiserweight division. Fighting out of the red corner, 3 victories against 2 defeats, 1 win coming by knockout from Amsterdam, New York, Louis King. And in the blue corner, undefeated as a professional, 4 victories, no defeats, 1 win coming by knockout. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, this is Darnell Pierce. Louis King.
They all come together.
King, 184. Darnell Pierce. Pierce, 191.
Pito cabezón. Parecía siendo más o menos una vez porque se me hace que a ver si mandaba la otra.
Four rounds cruiserweights, Louis King versus Darnell Pierce. Next bout, 4 rounds in the super middleweight division. First in the red corner, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Greg Thomas. And his opponent, fighting out of Cornwall, Ontario, making his professional debut. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ronnie Robida.
They measure
That'd be fine. It's the same amount of weight, right?
It comes up when you...
And they're bigger guys.
No, teléfono. It has to be email. There's too many. They don't come out.
No, she replied. I didn't come.
I think it's Roxy.
Greg Thomas.
Cramped up.
It's just Roxy at first.
168 for Greg Thomas. Robbie Robideau.
Yeah, it's email. It'll look easier. Yeah, that way she can... And then the email just, the subject just dated.
What's 6'6"?
166 for Robideau.
Hey, Dave.
Stop there.
Four-round super middleweights, Greg Thomas versus Robbie Robideau. Next bout of the evening is in the middleweight division, 4 rounds of boxing. First in the red corner, making his professional debut, fighting out of Newark, New Jersey, Simon. We're going to go to the next bout. Next bout of the evening is 4 rounds in the junior middleweight division. First in the red corner, fighting out of New York City, New York, Daniel Castro. Daniel Castro.
He's right here.
His opponent in the blue corner, making his professional debut, fighting out of Rochester, New York, Larry Gleason. In the blue corner, 1 win, 1 defeat, 2 draws from Greenwich, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Pryor. Yeah, Castro. Daniel Castro.
Hi. Good. How are you? This is how long.
He was here for TC about the contest. I was saying he was here.
Yeah, but so the Ortiz Jennings fight. Corona was here, but he didn't take you.
No.
5'6".
Yeah.
156, Daniel Castro.
That was a good fight. Not as good as the TC Bobnicon, but that was a good fight.
Next on the scale, Michael Pryor.
He's sitting ringside tomorrow. So we'll give him a pass for the ringside. So what it'll be is just 3 seats. You and 2 girls. Nobody else is, no promoter, nobody else. We don't allow anybody ringside. People get restrained in that one. Okay. Everything else been okay? It's a small fight.
Yeah, but...
It's not a TC problem.
155 for Michael Pryor.
For the most part, we should be set to go. We're going to do the setup after this.
4 rounds junior middleweights, Daniel Castro versus Michael Pryor. Next bout, 4 rounds in the featherweight division. First in the red corner, Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, making his professional boxing debut,
Did you resize it?
Badril Smith.
Maybe it's too many?
His opponent in the blue corner, also making his professional boxing debut from Quincy, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jonathan Perez. First on the scale, Smith.
Just wait outside.
That's not us. No.
127.5 for Smith. Next on the scale, Jonathan Perez.
Quítalas. What if you... Yeah.
127 3/4 for Perez. Four rounds, featherweights. Smith versus Perez. While we're waiting for his opponent, we're going to bring up this gentleman to weigh in, so he doesn't have to wait any longer. Fighting out of Rochester, New York, in the middleweight division, making his professional boxing debut. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Larry Gleason.
Dave, Simon's here. Have him go right up to the scale, please.
Simon says what?
Simon says call his names.
Simon says up to the stage. Up on this scale, Larry Gleason.
He's good. Here, Florida guy anyway. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Right.
Larry Gleason, 149 pounds. Next on the scale, making his professional debut from Newark, New Jersey, Simon Saez.
Right, so let me just verify the date and then set it.
¿Eso qué?
08. Okay, right?
0811. Todavía no ha cambiado.
52.5.
152.5.
Wait, pero ponle como wait. No wait, wait. ¿Ah?
Se las amplió. Se me tocó un chucho también.
again. Oh yeah. That one here.
Será? Ixi, hoje. Aí. Pero Piojito.
Ladies and gentlemen, junior middleweights Larry Gleason versus Simon Sayez. That concludes our weigh-in for today. Don't forget, fighters report time tomorrow. All undercard fighters report time is 4:45 at the event center. That is 4:45 at the event center. Televised fights, your report time is 7 p.m. tomorrow at the event center. Thank you very much.
Please be on time, gentlemen. 4:45. Thank you.
Yeah.